Food has always been a super important part of my life, whether it's cooking or eating or trying new places. Sometimes my husband Siddharth and me actually take trips to places that are popular for their food and do like a food journey to try everything new. I have always wanted to do something in the food industry. By profession and also by work experience, I didn't eventually, study food. I did my CA, and then after that, I worked at a garment company for many years. But all along, I always knew I wanted to do a small little home style cafe. And a few years ago, I decided to take the plunge and, go ahead and give it my best. And that's how Nutcracker was born. For the name, I went through, I think, months not figuring out what to call it. I didn't want anything that was really cliched. I didn't want to put my name on the board as the name. One day, a very close friend and me were brainstorming. We used to brainstorm like almost every day. And she comes from a family of antique collectors. And just the night before, they had sort of pulled out this whole set of antique old Indian nutcrackers. And she was talking to me about it, and suddenly she was like, how's that name? And it was the first thing that I liked. It was whimsical, it was offbeat, and it was fun, and it was just something that appealed to me immediately. So in terms of the style of the cafe, I think that it had to be an extension of what my personality was. It couldn't be something that was different from me. A large part of the menu are things that I grew up eating, that I really enjoyed, that I wanted to, put onto the menu. So that was the whole concept around the Nutcracker, for it to be very, just not pretentious, very laid back, comfort, home style food. The night before we opened, I remember when we locked up and I was standing outside, and I just looked at the cafe from the outside, and I just felt a huge sense of pride and achievement just about the fact that I had actually, come this far. And then the first day when we opened, I had my family here for breakfast, and the first customer that came, and we were like, yay, someone actually walked in. The cafe is only vegetarian, we don't serve any meat. And we have a large number of people that are meat eaters, that are non-vegetarian, that come in and they're very skeptical. They've been dragged here by somebody. And, a lot of them have come up to me and said, we came here with that mindset, but we really enjoyed our meal and we didn't miss the meat. And I think that has been a really, really great compliment, because for me, that was the whole idea, to bring to people a menu that was exciting, that was delicious, and that made them realize that vegetarian options can be as interesting. The best-selling food item at Nutcracker is our 7-layer cookie. It's something that is it's something that we added onto the menu literally 2 days before we were supposed to launch, once our menus were printed and everything. But I had a bunch of friends in for tasting. They all loved it. We put it on the menu, and it's been undoubtedly our bestseller. People come in just to eat that. The happiest day at Nutcracker is the day that all our food comes out on time, all the customers are happy, everything in the kitchen goes fine, our suppliers bring in everything on time. There's just so much logistics that goes behind everything. So I think that, the day everything works like clockwork at the back of my head, I'm really happy. When I started Nutcracker, it was a passion project for me. I never imagined it to be, or wanted it to be, one of 5 or one of 10. I think that a huge part of this project is my personal involvement in it, and I would like to open another one at some point, but honestly, I'm in no hurry. I feel there's a lot more that we can do out of this one first, and then when I feel I'm ready for another, we'll get there.